Y'all, I thought I was gonna come on here and vent. I haven't found my soul tribe yet, but I am confident that if I continue to post videos and continue to share my insight with others, that they will soon gravitate with me and flock to me. So today, this is what has inspired this video. Okay. And I don't know, maybe it's going to be titled Lead the People from Your Past in Your Past, because this season has been like really weird for me. The whole, 2020 has been weird, okay? You got the pandemic kicking off, you got COVID-19, you got people sick, you got the shutdown, you got people dying, you got the politics, you got the Black Lives Matter, you got George Floyd. Every time you look up, look around, spin around, there's something else going. And granted, there's a lot of people out here struggling financially. Um, they're under a lot of stress with all the different changes and stuff like that. And I pray for them and I keep them in my heart to heart, because everybody is on a different level in this spiritual journey. And what people don't understand is right now, during this time, is when blessings are being released. God's people are being taken care of. God's people are being protected during this time. And you know that you're one of God's people. You know if you're one of the chosen. You know if you're one of the remnant. Okay? And it doesn't come with the ego. I have been humbled a lot in my life because I have been through a lot, and people don't understand how much I've been through in my life and how much childhood trauma and healing and work that I've had to do on myself, how much inner work. So much so that I've completely just separated myself from most people. It's just me and my kids at this point, because I can't deal with outside negativity, because I have to always be in a positive state. Especially, you have to protect your mind field. Like, you have to protect your mind field, because that's where the spiritual battle takes place. You have to. And so when God is taking care of you and you're able to manifest and you're able to stay in a positive mind field, and you start, letting people walk out and letting them go and not calling them back, not checking up on them, not wanting them back, not giving a damn, and just focusing on you and God, that's when the blessings start to happen, because that's what God wants you to do. Don't be focusing on other people. You focus on yourself and Him and the relationship and the connection. And it's so perturbing to me. Okay, so what brought me on here today, because I haven't done a YouTube video, and my first YouTube video had 0 likes, and it's like, well, what's the point? And Spirit is just like, keep going, the Most High God, Jesus, working with me, and keep going, keep doing it, tell your story, tell your testimony. I'm like, obedience is everything, and that has been the moral of the story. I've been following other inspirational people on YouTube here lately, and I don't see myself as a spokesperson or a mouthpiece to be sitting up, getting in front of people, telling them how to, manage, their spiritual walk, their journey. But obviously, He's pushing me to do it, because I wanted to vent. Like, I wanted to get on here and just speak about the audacity that people have when they don't think you deserve what you have, or I don't share. I'm a really private person. Like, I don't share much about my private life. What you see is what you gonna get. You may see me post a little photo up on my Facebook, on my Instagram. I might share a little snippet of something I might be selling online or something like that. But I'm not just out there vocal, showing off, telling everybody what it is that I'm doing, because I know that that's when your manifestation could be interfered that way. Like, when people always know your move, you don't know that you letting the enemy know where you're at, where you're headed, they're going to meet you there. Your enemy is going to try to meet you there. And it's like, you know what? I'm very private. I just do what I do. And I'm happy with my life. I want to do more. I want to accomplish more. I want to grow more, and at the end of the day, I know I got all the time that I need to get to where I want to be. I'm not worried about what nobody else doing but me. That's it. That's all I'm worried about. I want to make sure that I have a stable home. I want to make sure my bills is paid, my lights is paid, my credit score is growing up. I've cut myself off of government assistance completely. And now I'm working on becoming a homeowner because that's what I see for myself. I'm not about to be at the mercy of anyone or anything. Now, that's not me looking down on those things, because I'm going to tell you something. When I needed it and I used it. I done lived in the projects. I done raised my kids off of government housing. I done had the food stamps in the week. There is nothing wrong with that. I done been to the Salvation Army, getting my rent paid, getting my bills paid because no one would help me. I have had to humble myself many a times in life, built a business and lost it because I was disobedient and I didn't follow what God was telling me, and He humbled me. He took me all the way down to the bottom. You know what it feels like to lose everything you got? Everything? Your business partner is walking out on you. Your baby daddy walking out on you. Your parents not helping you. Your siblings not helping you. The things I've had to do to get back on my feet, I'm not even proud of. Quite frankly, I've had to hustle that way. Yes, I've had to hustle. I've had to get it. And when I got out, I got out. I had to do what I had to do. But at the end of the day, I didn't stay in the mess that I was in. I did not stay in the mess that I was in. I was in a mess. And I prayed my way through it, and God seen me out of it. And to Him be all the glory. I don't take no credit for none of it, because if it wasn't me breaking down, crying, praying to Him, asking for Him to heal me, asking for Him to mend my broken heart, asking Him to forgive me and to help me forgive others who may have turned their back on me. If it wasn't for me doing the inner work, I wouldn't have none of the stuff I have. I wouldn't be in the place where I would be. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't. I was thankful the day I got declined for food stamps. Oh, well, shoot, I guess I don't need it then. I'm not pressed. I'm not pressed for it because I don't need it. It's not my supply. God is my supply. God is my supply. When the pandemic hit, I didn't get unemployment because I'm not employed. I haven't been employed since 2016. It's been 4 years I have been unemployed. Self-employed, might I correct you. Been self-employed. Employ myself. I employ my skills. I employ my intellect. I employ my resources. I get things done. Whether it might look like it or not, because I'm not a flashy person. I'm not out here showing everybody what it is that I have or what I'm doing or talking about it. But I sleep well at night. And I'm offended when people, especially people from my past, that have seen the struggle or been around somewhere around the struggle and counted me as the underdog and counted me out. And now they want to come back and pick up where they left off. Like, no, we not doing that, because where was you at? And that future said, where your ass was at. Where your ass was at. Don't be coming back around. But anyway, long story short, it got me worked up. It got me worked up enough and passionate enough to at least want to talk about the subject and share just a little bit of my story, because I may I don't like to be tried. I do not like to be tried, and I think it's laughable when people are like wondering what it is that I'm doing, like on social media. Oh, well, it looks like you're doing well. It's because I am doing well. I am blessed. If it looks like I'm doing well, it's because I am doing well. I am very blessed. I am very blessed, and I hope you are too. But what I don't like is the audacity to ask, well, how's your money looking? You want to know about my money? Like, what type of breed of a man pocket checks, pocket watches a female? Like, that is so peculiar. And I don't know if anybody else is experiencing that during this time. Like, people are wondering how you're making it. People want to know, well, my other friends, they struggling. Why you not struggling? And I ain't supposed to be struggling. You know why? Because I learned my lessons. I learned my lessons. I learned them. I learned them not in an egotistical way, in a humbling way. In a humbling way. I went inside and I surgically went inside. It was like, I need to fix my heart, my mind, my soul, my spirit. I need to practice self-love. Yes, you love your neighbor as you love yourself. I had to get down into the word and just apply it. That simple. It's not magic. It's not magic. It's not magic. And I know you would probably really prefer a magical ritual. We're in the age of spirituality, so most people, a lot of people are getting into, getting their sage, doing their affirmations, doing their moonlight rituals, bath rituals, whatever you got going on that you got to sacrifice your energy for or resources for in order to get something back. I don't have to do none of that. I don't have to build an altar. I don't have to create an altar. I don't have to go through those motions. I don't have to go through those motions. I don't have to. I know who the creator is. I know who made me. I know who died for me. I know who cleansed me of my sins. I know his name, and I know how to call on him when I need him. And if you don't know him, you better get to, because it's about to get real out here. It's about to get really real. You ain't going to have no choice but to call on him. None. He going to be the only one, that's the only friend in your corner in your time of need. He's the comforter. He's a healer. That's who he is. And so, yes, I get offended when people are looking at me like, why you? Why not me? Why not me? Because you don't know what I've been through. And you don't know the prayers that I spoke over myself. You don't know the tears that I cried. You don't know the backstabbing that I had to survive from people I thought who loved me and would be there for me. And if you haven't experienced no hurt and pain, you will. You ain't lived long enough yet. If you ain't experienced no type of hurt or pain. You ain't lived long enough yet. And my mama told me one thing, if they can't help you, ain't no need in telling them what you got going on, even if you is struggling, even if you is barely making ends meet, even if you still worried about how you gonna get your next meal or pay your bills. Don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed of your struggle. Never be ashamed of your struggle, because we all struggle. The rain falls on everyone. Everybody. Everybody got to go through it. Don't be ashamed, but learn from it. Learn from it so you can grow. So you become a beautiful flower, a beautiful tree, a beautiful oak whose roots run deep into the ground. A beautiful oak tree. Stable, solid foundation that could weather any storm. And when the storms come, such as this one, like a pandemic, you'll still be standing. You'll still be standing. So don't let nobody from your past come up in what God is giving you or blessing you with. Don't ever feel like you're not worthy of what you're going to be blessed with, or what you are blessed with, and what you're going to continue to be blessed with. You continue to follow him. You continue to follow him. You continue to abide in his word. And his word never comes back void, ever. God is a man that cannot lie. I was watching a movie earlier, and I enjoyed a quote from it. It was the title of the movie is called A Good Woman, and it's free on YouTube if you all want to look at it. And I was really inspired by it. I'm not going to give away any of the movie. If you want to watch it, then go watch it. That's all I'm going to say. But one of the quotes on it was, "A man was born truthful and died a liar. Every man was born truthful and died a liar," which is true. If you think about it, the scripture even say we were born into sin. So none of us are perfect. We all lie. We all fall short. We all cheat. We all have some type of mess that's up in us. Whether it don't matter what you battling with. But that's what Jesus for. Because he the only one that don't judge. People will. People will. They will. They judge. People judge. God don't. God forgives. Wipes everything clean. You don't have to be ashamed. All of your sins are thrown away in the sea of forgetfulness. What sin? People will look down on you for any reason. Any reason. You may not have enough money. Oh, they don't want to date you. You may have too many kids. You may have been through a divorce. You may have lost your job. You may have lost your car. You may have lost your house. Whatever it is, those are fake friends anyway. Thank God they were revealed before you got blessed. Thank God they were revealed before you got blessed. Can you imagine fake people being around eating off of you and they don't even like you? But they just around for the fun, for the good times, for the party, just to be up with you? No. And God ain't going to let that happen. If he ain't got anything to do with it, he going to expose every last one of the snakes. Every last one of them. And then they got to do their spiritual work and their spiritual healing. And they got to go on your journey, on their own journey, and not be attached to your journey. They got their own work to do. Not saying that they're bad people. It just ain't got nothing to do with you. Pray for them. Love them from a distance. Send them some healing energy. Protect your heart. Okay? Anyway, this video is going on 20 minutes. I thought I was going to rant and rave because I've been showing out. I've been on my snap today. I just been in my little 2 Chainz mood. My little T.I. mood. I wish a nigga would type mood. And I'm like, okay, let me just bring it down. Let me just calm down. Because I'm a Libra. You know, we cool, calm, collected, and laid back until somebody step on our toes, and then we ready to slice and dice because it's judgment time. And we don't hold nothing back. Once you once you get us going, boy, be ruthless. And that's, you know, that's one of the things, that's one of my qualities that I'm still working on as a believer. It's not to let people, you know, get under my skin. I just have to weed them out. Like, once I feel aggravated by someone, or I don't like their energy or whatever they got going on, if I feel like they being nosy, ain't really not for me, you know, I'll just start. You gotta go. I'll set boundaries, you know. I set boundaries clear, but if you continue to overstep them boundaries, then you gotta go, because you're not for me. Because if you're for me, you're not gonna cross them boundaries. I told you already how to come at me, how to help me help you. You know what I'm saying? Not get, you know, caught up in the wrath. Because I could bring it. I could bring it. I'm pretty. I don't like to admit it, but I could be something serious. So I have realized that it's the people that bring that side out of me, because they have an area in their life they haven't grown yet. And so if I can't continue to be around that energy and it continue to pull me out of character, or I don't like the type of person that I am when I'm around them. Like, I want to be the best person I could be, and if I can't do that with you, then you need to go find your soul tribe, and I'm gonna go find mine. And that just is what it is. You take your path, and I'll take my path, and you know, I'll greet you if we ever cross paths, but we're not going to meet if we just gonna keep going on by. Toodaloo. Take care. And that's just the attitude that I have developed, you know, during my time of transition. I don't know if this is gonna help anyone or not, but you know, I figured, hey, why not put it out there? It may bless someone. Thank you for listening. Have a good night.